So, Grand Arena, I believe this is Season 16. This is the Championships. Hey, Fairy, how's it going? Day's going pretty good so far. Pretty good. Can't complain. So, we are today going for first place for the 3 Omegas against SW Olympian. So I did see earlier he did attack my fleet, and he hasn't done anything since then. There's still 0 battles on everything else. He did one-shot my fleet. I did the math. He got, I believe, 64 banners for beating my fleet, which is 2 less than the maximum. So, he has set the probably exact same fleet as I set, except he's using a Tarkin lead, whereas I used the Thrawn lead. Other than that, I haven't really looked too much at his the defense that he set. Brand new day for you, 12:30 in the morning. Have you gone to sleep yet? Hey Bilma, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. So, I did take a quick look at his defense, but not an extreme look. So we will take a look at this, and we'll compare it to the spreadsheet that I made, which will tell us how accurate I was in predicting his defenses. I think I was fairly accurate, even though I really didn't really know exactly what he was going to do, because it looked like he had to save a lot of his good teams for offense. Hey Tao, tall white dude, it's going pretty good. Thanks for tuning in. It's nice to see a new name. Don't think I've seen you around yet. So, we can take a look here. We'll go bring up this display here, and we will move this a little bit. There we go. Let's bring this down some, so we can kind of look at the both at the same time. Alright, so looks like I suspected that he was going to put bounty hunters on defense here, which he definitely did. I suspected a crappy rebels, which he also has, under Wig's lead, with Chase and Cassian. We've got the General Grievous team, which I also suspected, here in number 4. We've got a crew team, which I also suspected, there in number 5. Then I also suspected Ewoks and Karth, which are not there, but I did suspect Night Sisters as well, and that is there. So I was 5 out of 7 predicting his defense. And so now I've just got to figure out what counters I'm going to use versus these different teams. I was planning on using Ewoks versus First Order, CLS versus Grievous, Traya versus Night Sisters, Palpatine versus Bounty Hunters, and then I've got basically these 3, Jedi Knight Revan, the Troopers, and like a Rex Wampa team to pick out the remaining team. So he's got a Rex team, and what was the last one? Maul team that I was not suspecting. So I did not see his Maul when I looked at his defense, so this could actually pose a little bit of a problem. I'm probably going to have to take my JTR, or JKR, my Revan, against that. Ewoks beat Night Sisters? No. Ewoks beat First Order. I don't believe that Ewoks would beat Night Sisters. I haven't actually tried, but I would say that they get their butts kicked. Especially these Night Sisters. These are really good looking Night Sisters. But what does beat them is Treya. The Triumvirate should be able to beat these three, or beat these 5 Night Sisters just by themselves, 3v5. Very, very slow Talzin, got some potency. It's got a lot of damage on her though. Let's see here. Asajj. Decent speed, decent offense. And she's running a crit triangle. Daka got the Zeta. Pretty fast. She's got potency, which won't matter against Treya. And zombie. I'm honestly not sure when Palpatine is going to come out next, Fairy. There is a site with a calendar. I'll see if I can pull that up real quick. What is the name of Palpatine's event? Is it the Emperor's Demise? It's the Emperor's Demise. That one finished on May 9th, so it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while before we see that one again. It's usually, I think, like every 3 months or so that an event comes around. So you're probably looking at August, would be my guess. Alright, so I was looking at Zombie. Zombie's pretty fast. She's got a decent amount of hit points. And the last one that I have to worry about is the Spirit. Fairly slow, potency, and some decent damage. Okay, I'm gonna save those guys for a little bit. I think. I think what I'm going to do is take my Ray against these bounty hunters. I think that's going to be my first hit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the fleet first. We're going to start with the fleet. I know he got 64 banners. I'm going to see if I can't get pretty much the same. I'm going to go with 2 empty slots. I shouldn't need any of those slots. Possible to do the R2-D2 event with Tarkin, Vader, Snowtrooper, Stormtrooper, TIE Fighter Pilot, no Emperor, and no Thrawn. I don't remember the R2 event being very difficult, but I don't think that you'd be able to do it with that team unless they were pretty well geared. I really think that you should go for at least having Thrawn, if not Thrawn and Emperor. Thrawn makes a huge difference. What's up, WRV? Glad you could join us. So we're starting on the on Grand Arena here. This is going to be my my fleet battle, taking this in versus his Geonosians under Tarkin. And I should be able to do it with just these 3. I don't think that I'll need a third or fourth reinforcement. We're going to go in like this, and should be able to one-shot it pretty easily. Geonosians are not much of a threat. We're going to see if we can't start off by wrecking their soldier. There we go. Soldiers wrecked. Admiral Allahu Akbar. Indeed. I do love my Allahu Akbar. Okay. Let's get rid of those buffs over there. We'll finish off the Sun Fac, and we'll go after Bet, finish him, and then it's on to the Spy. 66 banners. So that should put me ahead of him by 2 banners. Oh no, I guess I had closed my calculator earlier, so I guess I just remembered wrong. So we got even banners on the fleets, which means it's all down to our efficiencies on squads. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with these bounty hunters first. I'm going to use my Ray against them. Ray is a great counter for bounty hunters. Just got to be a little bit careful about those thermal detonators. Palpatine is also a good choice, but I'm going to try to save those for now. And I like to bring Finn because of his taunt ability gives that extra little bit of regeneration, and Resistance Trooper is just a little bit too tender for my tastes. So I avoid bringing him in a PvP scenario as much as I can, just because he's so tender. Ray is a little bit, Scavenger Ray is a little bit better. I like to start with a burn on R2 so I can try to get exposes on the field, which will help with turn meter reduction. And then I just go after most tender person on the field. Let's try to get a stun. I'm going to try to stun on Boba Fett. I did not get the stun, unfortunately. See if I can get him on R2. Nope. Did get the expose back on him, which is nice, but what I really need is that I need that expose. More than I care to admit. Oh, that was a mistake. I needed to do that on Boba or on Bosk. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start working on Bosk since he's gonna get his taunt off. There's nothing I can do about that unless I can get a stun. If I get a stun, awesome. Now I don't have to worry about it. So we'll work on Fett. Got my Illuminated Destiny. That's great. Stun, good. So because he's stunned, I'm going to ignore him. R2's AoE will get rid of him eventually. Remove turn meter over here, even though he is stunned. Just work on it. Follow the assist here. I don't think I'm going to do the AoE right now because that may cause the expose on Dengar to go away. I'd rather keep that for the turn meter reduction. Trying to make my way over to another Illuminated Destiny. Trying to max out my my protection as much as I can. I'm not going to call BB-8 because that could end it a little bit sooner than what I want. Like I said, I'm trying to maximize my my banners. Means I need to minimize my DPS. Unfortunately, I can't extend it anymore, so I'm gonna lose one banner for Scavenger Ray. Everyone else is full hit points and protection. So that is a nice 59 banners. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's no big deal, WRV. It's just I was free to play for a very long time, and then just one day I was like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little bit, and then like one thing led to another, and to another. And so I don't have the number off the top of my head as to how much I've spent, but it is it's quite a bit, and I am gonna try to refuse to spend any more. Alright, yeah, not that much, Bilma, for sure. Alright, so this Rex team, they don't have anything that's really threatening other than the healing immunity that, what's-his-face, Anakin can put on. Nothing else is very threatening on this team. You look at his potency. Okay, so he's got really low potency, so I'm not too worried about that. But what I'm going to do here is run my typical anti-Jedi team. Just do it this way, which is the duo Kira and Nest. So my Nest is built for 0 speed and a lot of tenacity, so she should be able to resist all that healing immunity that Anakin would put on. And as long as I focus him down first, should be no big deal. Okay, let's get rid of his... Well, that didn't matter. So Kira's gonna die. There's no way around that. It's not that big of a deal. I always expect that she's gonna die. The big thing is just that I want to get rid of Anakin as quick as I can, hopefully before he gets healing immunity. Once I get rid of Anakin on this team, then it's over. They got the buff immunity, but he can't seem to stick that healing immunity, so looks like I'm good. Next turn I'll be able to finish him off. That'll finish off the trooper, and there we go. Easy 60 banners right there. I might have even been able to do that with only Nest. I could have saved Kira and gotten an extra banner. But I definitely prefer to be safe than sorry. Alright, so now we've got a Grievous team, we've got the Night Sisters, and we've got the Maul team. So, so I've got CLS, and I've got Jedi, and I've got, what's her face? Padme. And aside from that, I've got a Bastila team if I want to split my my Jedi, which I definitely could do. I'm worried about losing banners against this Grievous team, quite honestly. Preferred First Order squad would probably be... who's the last First Order guy? I think there's another one that I'm missing. So my First Order are not geared up, but I would say the two Kylos, Officer, Executioner, and Stormtrooper that would be my preferred team. Let's get back into this. Alright, we're going to work on Grievous team next. And I think what I'm going to do against the Grievous team is run CLS. Not too worried about this team. Oh, I put my CLS on defense. So I can't do CLS there. Yeah, I made a mistake there on my spreadsheet because I put my CLS accidentally on my offensive teams. I put my Padme with my defensive teams. Let's move those guys around. Alright, so bounty hunters are done. And Rey is gone. I still have quite a bit to work with. So I'm probably going to end up using some kind of Jedi against this one. Or Padme. I will do... I would go Rex Wampa here against these rebels. They're not that difficult. And I like to throw in Oda usually in that team. Just make sure that I'm going to have enough Jedi for 2 teams. So there's 1, there's 2. Be a pretty crappy second Jedi team without Hermit Yoda. I do not have my Visas geared up. But this should do fine against this rebel team. I could probably do with just Rex and Wampa, but I like to have the Hermit Yoda there just as like that extra backup. I don't want to fail on an offense and have it cost me a bunch of banners. We'll go for this. Let's get the days out there on the wigs. Hopefully, good. I was hoping that that Biggs would go before Chirrut, so I wouldn't have to worry about the cleanse. So I'm good. Let's go ahead and finish off Baze, and it is, of course, it was expected that I would lose Rex. That's a given. Go ahead and finish off Cassian since he's pretty much donezo. Then we'll go after Wedge. His crits against Biggs gives him turn leader. But now that he's almost dead, I'll go ahead and do that. Alright. So I'm not going to end full protection on either one of them, sadly. If I can possibly extend it, maybe I can get more protection on... nope. Couldn't get the protection on Hoda. I didn't need to. Apparently that little bit of missing protection on Hoda didn't count. 58 banners? That's not bad. I'll take it. It's pretty efficient. He's got a lot that he has to go through. Now, so I still have I think I still have Emperor. Yep, still have Emperor. Trying to decide how I want to do this. I do not want to use Palpatine against those Night Sisters. I think that would be a mistake. So Palpatine would either go against Grievous or Crew. I think Palpatine versus these dodgy Sith would also be a bad idea. I was planning on doing Ewoks against the Crew earlier. Like, they are very tender, but I'm gonna lose out on a lot of banners, I think, if I do that. That's the only reason that I don't want to. How fast is his officer? Decently fast. Missing a mod, but decently fast. Pretty sure he will get to go first. So I got Revan. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my Revan here against the Sith team. Jedi. They don't have a ton that I have to worry about. They do got stuns in Dooku. They got the fear, which can be annoying. They don't have anything that can dispel my buffs, though. If I can focus down on Bastila first, then I should be alright. They really have no high amount of damage on the team. I think I could probably go in with just 3. What do you think? Should I do the 3 or should I throw Ezra in? No, I don't want to throw Ezra in because that'll ruin my Basti team. I think I'm going to try just the 3 to see if I can do that. Go for efficiency. I do have a res if things go bad. I've got heals. I've got the attacks out of turn. It's not bad. I don't want to mark right now. We'll throw the AoE. And we'll do the protection up. That'll prevent the fears and all that stuff. Get Yoda under stealth. Yoda ended up catching that fear because he took one too many turns. Right, though? Alright, now I can go ahead and I can hit Basti. Yoda got dazed. Does this cleanse? It does cleanse. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm not too afraid. I've still got the Savior. Let's go ahead and call assist here. Let's see if I can finish her off. Dodged. Alright. Continue working on her. Also turn meter this way. Grab the stealth. Spread all the buffs, including a nice retribution. And let's go ahead and let's call the mass assist over here. That'll finish him off. Should be able to hopefully finish Basti now. Good. Okay. Let's go after Dooku next. Grab more stealth. Yeah, this is, I think this was a good call. Got rid of Dooku. It was a good call to only come in with 3. Finish off Maul. Now all we've got left is SWGOH, and there we go. 62 banners. Full health, full protection on everyone. And that is why Revan is amazing on offense. All the protection recovery from attacking out of turn just is wonderful. So now we have this Grievous droid team, and we've got crew. I've still got Palpatine, I've got Sith, I've got Padme, and I've got a couple of Jedi. Oh boy. Alright. I don't think I really trust Palpatine against... Well, yeah, I do. We'll throw Palpatine against these guys. Put Thrawn in there. Let's see here, what other... Empire, Tarkin... Oh, that's an idea for the crew team. I can use my troopers. Yeah, so we'll do this against the Grievous team. With Thrawn, I should hopefully be able to come out with full protection. Be focusing down on the B2 first. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and I'll fracture them. See if I can't get stuns. Go for an ability block on Grievous. Finish focusing down the B2. Remove some turn meter over there. Counterattack, not a big deal. Alright. I was afraid of that AoE. It's gonna be really annoying. All these counterattacks and AoEs and stuff. Grievous is probably going to do another AoE, which is going to hurt quite a bit. And again, yep, so that sucks. I was really hoping to not lose anyone. Let's get rid of some turn meter and fracture them. If I can't heal you up a little bit. Alright. Not the most efficient. 3 full health, no full protection. And I lost a person. But it was a win. 52 banners. So these guys, he still hasn't attacked anything. He may be just watching my offense and seeing what I do. See what kind of efficiency I pull in. Alright. So these guys, I think that I can 3-man it. The only issue is he does have a lot of offense. I'm kind of worried just because of the amount of offense that he has on the team. He focuses down on Scion really quickly. It's possible that he could kill Scion before I get held by Hatred. Not at all worried about stuns under a Darth Traya lead, because Traya will dispel the debuffs at the beginning of everyone's turn. And not too worried about the plague because I heal every time I damage debuffed enemies. We'll give it a shot, and if it fails, then I'll bring in like Padme. Let's start off with this guy. Get some cooldown reduction, 5x, great. I'll go ahead with isolate here on the zombie. We're going to be focusing down. I want to kill off Halzen with my first annihilate, because that is the biggest threat on this team. I'm going to try to, let's see here. No, I've got enough turn meter. Just going to hit Daze over there, and now I can blow her up. I don't have to worry too much about plague. Just have to worry a little bit about it with the that was too much damage even from just the basic. Ended up killing off SWGOH, which messes up everything because my isolate then falls off zombie. The idea here is that you just don't want to kill anyone on the team except through annihilates, because now I can't target anyone else to do annihilate until I get another isolate, pretty much. Here we'll go ahead and we'll get that AoE, get those pains rolling. Here's another isolate. Cooldowns are set on Nihilus, so I'm just gonna use this over on Scion, and we can annihilate Spirit. That's the next most damage. We'll be moving on next to kill Daka. That stun on her. Let's see. That was a mistake. I needed to target the zombie with Nihilus's basic there, but missed it. Alright. Here we go. This is probably going to kill off what's-her-face, SWGOH. Might also kill off Daka. Maybe. He did have the Zeta on Daka. So here's some AoE. That gets rid of that plague. Still stuck behind the zombie taunt. That kill. Great, now I can go ahead and kill off SWGOH. And get rid of most of the rest of their damage. And now it's just a matter of time. We'll isolate the zombie. And all I have to do now is focus down on Daka. When Daka dies, I shouldn't have done that AoE, should have just done a basic. But once Daka dies, then it will be a piece of cake. It'll be the end of the battle pretty much, because zombie can't do any kind of reviving. And there we go. Piece of cake. 59 banners, 3v5. That's how you 3v5 Night Sister team. And now I can go in a little bit heavy against these guys. And I'm going to go in with Jedi. We'll throw in... I'm tempted to do Troopers. Because they are kind of low health, but I think the Retribution would actually lower banners. I'm going to go in with Jedi. And where's my Anakin? So this should do it. Got plenty of damage output. I've got healing immunity on Anakin. Buff immunity on Bastila will help with the taunts. So this should do it. And this should give me one extra banner. I should finish full health and full protection without a problem. We're going to call Ezra to assist first. We'll do mass assist here. Gotta kill off the officer before he goes. I'm gonna go for an ability block with the assist on crew. Or kill him off completely, that works too. We'll go after most damage now, which is the Executioner. He's down. I'm gonna get a hit off on Kylo before he gets his retribution up. That was good. That forced him to forced the AI to use his the ability that heals his protection instead of doing the AoE, so he didn't get his retribution up. The 61 banners, that's an additional banner for having the empty slot. So that's a fairly efficient clear. I only had the one kind of oopsie, which was against the General Grievous team. If I had used my Padme, that may not have happened. But so there you go, nice easy Grand Arena clear, all in one shot. And he's got to get through my Night Sisters. I've got a Karth team, and I threw in IPD instead of Juhani. I've got my Bounty Hunters, got a Wiggs team that was a filler, got my Darth Revan with Malik, then I've got a Dooku-led Separatist team, Grievous B2, IG-100, and Sun Fac. And then last team on defense is my CLS. So he does have a Jedi Knight Revan on offense with Thrawn, which is the team that he uses in the arena. So he does know how to use that to counter a Darth Revan. I'm assuming he knows how to do it, because that is his, well, it was his arena team yesterday, it's not today. So I assume he does know how to do it, but he's just not running it right now for some reason. Hey, what's up, DL Cool J? You just missed the Grand Arena. We just cleared it. I'm just going over my my defense real quick. So we cleared all in one shot. So he's got a tough battle ahead of him. He's got to go through my Darth Revan in one shot, my CLS, my Night Sisters. He's got some difficult wins ahead of him. So that's the end of Grand Arena for now. We'll check back later on to see if he clears my teams or not. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit that little thumbs up button, and I will see you on the next one.